Well, here we are on Friday. Week's almost over, weekend almost upon us. Today is the live stream encore performance for the Immediate Families Slippin' and Slidin' EP. So if you haven't checked it out yet, or haven't seen it, or done anything about it, come on, let's get to it. Go to stageit.com, stageit.com, and you can get the link there to it. And we're really excited about it. I'm looking forward to seeing the show again. It starts at noon Pacific time, and then it's in all the different time zones. But we did this primarily this time to have it available in Europe and the UK because it was so late there last time we did it. So that's cool. I'm really excited about that, and we've got some really amazing reviews coming in for the band, and I'm so excited about this. Just can't wait till we hit the road. I mean, that's everything at this point because we are a live band. We just want to hit the road and start rocking. So we are waiting patiently, chomping at the bit for it. I'm putting a new picture up in the Clubhouse store. And for any of you who aren't familiar, who've maybe checked out these videos now and weren't familiar with it, on the YouTube channel, on my YouTube channel, there is a Clubhouse, and the link is on every video. I've got the link to the website where the book is being sold and where the t-shirts are, the beard t-shirts and my artwork are soon to be. But the Clubhouse also has a whole bunch of stuff in it, and I'm putting a new picture up. I think Aaron's going to try to get it up ASAP, and this is the picture that I would personalize and sign to you. It's my Dingwall and the hot rod, and it's hard to see all the detail here, but that's going to be on the Clubhouse today too. I'm getting ready. We have a band Zoom in 16 minutes, so I'm going to try to get this song done. Yesterday I called Lyle Lovett just to see how he and his family are doing during this period. And he sounded really good, just, frustrated like all the other musicians, said he hasn't hardly been out of his house. He's there with his wife and his kids and just not going out to restaurants, not doing much of anything except just, writing music and doing that. But the first time I ever worked with Lyle, the first time I met him, I think was 1987, and it was his Large Band album. That was the first project we did together. We've done a lot of stuff since then and toured quite a bit together too. But the Large Band was really a fun project, and it was really a trip to walk in the studio and just see this truly unique looking guy in the studio. That was when he really had his hair piled up really high and stuff. And I walked in and went, "Oh, this is going to be cool. Check this dude out." And it was cool. And it was a great band project. It was the first time I ever worked with the great Matt Rawlings. And I walked in and I see this guy who looks like he's 14 years old sitting at the piano. And I just went, wow. And he started playing and I went, there's a 90-year-old soul inside this really young-looking cat. And I've done so many albums with Matt over the years, and he is one of the most remarkable musicians I've ever worked with. And this was a great, great get-go for us. So I wrote down some credits because there was a bunch of people involved. So this is the Large Band album, and I think it was 87. And it was Lyle on guitar, vocals and guitar, the incredibly great Francine Reed singing background with him, who's been on the road with him for many years. Steve Marsh on tenor sax and Andy Laster on bari sax. John Hagan on cello, who's always right at Lyle's side, and they are inseparable. On drums, we had Paul Lime. On electric guitar, we had Ray Herndon. Fiddle was Mark O'Connor. Keyboards, Matt Rawlings. Steel was Paul Franklin. And the album was produced by Billy Williams and Tony Brown and engineered by the great Chuck Ainley. So that's the credits for this thing. And the song I was just going to play, this is the very first thing we recorded. This was the first song, first time we ever played together, and it was a great way to start things up. So Here I Am.
Hello? I'm the guy who sits next to you and reads the newspaper over your shoulder. Wait, don't turn the page. I'm not finished. Life is so uncertain. Here I am. Yes, it's me. Take my hand, and you'll see. Here I am. Yes, it's true. All I want, girl, is you. Given that true intellectual and emotional compatibility are at the very least difficult, if not impossible, to come by, we could always opt for the more temporal gratification of sheer physical attraction. That wouldn't make you a shallow person, would it? Here I am. Yes, it's me. Take my hand, and you'll see. Here I am. Yes, it's true. All I want, girl, is you. If Ford is to Chevrolet what Dodge is to Chrysler, what cornflakes are to Post Toasties, what the clear blue sky is to the deep blue sea, what Hank Williams is to Neil Armstrong, can you doubt we were made for each other? Here I am. Yes, it's me. Take my hand, and you'll see. Here I am. Yes, it's true. All I want, girl, is you. Look, I understand too little too late. I realize there are things you say and do you can never take back. But what would you be if you didn't even try? You have to try. So after a lot of thought, I'd like to reconsider. Please, if it's not too late, make it a cheeseburger. Yes, it's me. Take my hand, and you'll see. Here I am. Yes, it's true. All I want, girl, is you. Here I am. Yes, it's me. Take my
That's a hell of a way to start an album. You know, you're just sitting there going, now this is unique, this is different. And Lyle just comes up with the most amazing songs, from the most sensitive, incredibly introspective ballads to just these remarkably character-driven songs. But man, playing them live and stuff with the large band was always such a treat when you got like Lyle and 15 other folks up there just hauling ass, just cranking along, man. It could get to be like a freight train when we would get into the songs like That's Right, I'm Not From Texas and stuff like that, where it's like a freight train on stage. So, and it was great to hear his voice yesterday. Lyle's a dear friend and I love working with him. So it was really kind of nice calling him and just checking in, you know, just concerned about everybody. These are pretty scary times. Now they show the map of America and the whole damn thing's red. I mean, the COVID is in full glory in every state in this union and not being dealt with. Yeah, they're still arguing about the election or playing golf or something like that when there's really nothing being discussed about this. It just blows my mind that the amount of people that are suffering and dying every day in this country, it's truly, we're at war, and yet we've laid down our arms and waving the white flag at this point. And it just breaks my heart every day to see the death tolls and the amount of people sick, and seeing the interviews with all of the people working in the hospitals that are so totally maxed out, with people gasping for air on gurneys and hallways because there's no rooms for them, and they're hoping that they'll live long enough to be able to get on a ventilator. This is just quite beyond comprehension. So, man, my thoughts are really with all the people working every day, relentlessly around the clock, that are stretched to the max, dealing with this catastrophe that's befallen humankind. So, man, if just take a moment every day and just go, thank you. Just give them your thoughts. I'm going to go have our band Zoom. Then we have to do a very quick band shout out to a charity project that we're going to be involved with. And then our StageIt.com encore performance is going to be up, and I'm going to check that out, and just plowing along here another day. Did a little more work on the hot rod today. Finished detailing the undercarriage and the rear end of the car, so it looks pretty good. I got one last thing to take care of if I can, and then I'll roll it out and take some pictures of it. Do some maybe little video for you. And until then, if you want to grab this picture, I'll sign it, put your name on it, and that's it. But I was just happy to visit Lyle today. I really dig him and dig the guys on the album. And Francine Reed is just such a bad puppy. She is just one of those singers. I remember when she wasn't there on the basic track, and when I heard this track done, I called Lyle instantly, and I said, "Who's singing with you?" And he said, "Francine Reed." And I became just a fan of Francine instantly on this, and we were such good friends on the road. Loved hanging out with her. She's just a total trip. The whole gang that Lyle surrounds himself with are pretty amazing, and I know they're all anxious to hit the road again. So tomorrow I've got my one-on-ones with the Clubhouse members who sign up for the Skype and FaceTimes. So I'm starting at 7 a.m. with that, and that's going to run all day. I'm looking forward to it. I really enjoy that. That and the live stream to me bring me such pleasure. So if you're listening, have any questions you have, I'm ready to answer. If we'll make it up as we go along. So take good care. I'm going to go take care of my other stuff I've got to do now, and I will see you all tomorrow. I'll be doing the live stream, and I'll try to slip in some music during a break. So have a good one, and I will talk to you soon. Bye-bye.